From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning. I hope everyone has had a fantastic first couple days to the work week. We're at the midpoint, and it's going to be another beautiful day out there. We'll really have some more beautiful weather in store for tomorrow. Little rain chances for the valley for tomorrow, but in general, rain chances going up for Thursday and beyond. High temperatures staying in the 60s and 70s for the next couple days, but for Friday and beyond, that's when we're going to cool off. Highs going to be down into the 50s and 60s for lower elevations. Air quality this morning still being reduced in a moderate capacity for the valleys, but we're seeing pretty good air quality for the basin, for the foothills and the blues. Still some rather lousy air quality up towards Blewett Pass around the Labor Mountain fire. Temperatures this morning 30s and 40s for the basin, for the valleys, and for the mountains, but we're seeing 50s for the foothills due to those winds out of the south. That air sliding down the mountain, and it's compressing, it's warming. That's why the foothills are a little bit warmer compared to the rest of us. Your day planner forecast for this Wednesday, 50s and 60s around lunchtime, 60s and 70s for the warmest part of the day. Another superb day to be outside, but changes are on the way. I'll talk about those coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, Highway 97 back open this morning after being shut down for more than 2 weeks because of the Labor Mountain fire. But travel could still be tricky through the area. Coming up, we'll tell you what to expect along with the latest on that wildfire that has been murdering for more than a month.
Plus, if you've ever seen smoke in the air and wondered if it's a wildfire or controlled burn, there's now an easier way to find out. The new DNR service that's putting minds at ease. All the details just ahead.
And it's a crime that often hides in plain sight, and it's happening right here in the Tri-Cities. How one local organization is fighting to free victims of sex trafficking and why they say cases are on the rise. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. Thanks for waking up with us on this Wednesday.
It is hump day.
Made it midweek.
We made it midweek. It's chilly out there, and we'll have more on the weather later on in the show, but we want to start with Fire Watch. As Highway 97 through Blewett Pass has officially reopened, but drivers should still plan for delays.
So this portion of the roadway has been closed since September 21st, all because of the Labor Mountain fire that continues to burn. It's been burning for more than a month now. So the highway is open, but you will be escorted through with a pilot car if you're traveling between milepost 165 and 178. That is right near the upper Tronson Creek and Ingalls Creek roads. So if you are making your way over that portion of Blewett Pass, you should expect some slower speeds and longer travel times.
Officials say it's crucial not to pass or turn off the road while following the pilot car, since fire crews are still working nearby. And the fire continues to burn through timber and brush with more than 1,500 personnel assigned. That includes 43 crews, 71 engines, and 14 helicopters. Some evacuation notices are still in place, and several Forest Service campgrounds and trailheads remain closed.
So even though Highway 97 has reopened this morning, again, conditions can change really fast. The pass could close again at any point because of fire activity.
Now for the latest on containment, fire behavior, and evacuation updates, we're going to head over to Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth to get an update. Josh, what is going on?
Yeah, we continue to see acreage just slowly crawl up for both of these fires. So acreage is now just 20 acres away from being at exactly 40,000 for the Labor Mountain fire. Containment at 10%. And you see it's still the eastern flank and the northern flank of the fire that continue to be the problem spots. But with rainfall on the way, with cooler temperatures on the way, we're thinking that it should help out with containment efforts of both these fires. But all that being said, still level 1, level 2, and level 3 evacuations in place in Chelan County. Also, we're seeing level 1 and level 2 evacuations that are still in place for Kittitas County, even with the reopening of that stretch of US 97. So you can find interactive versions of these evacuation maps posted online at applevalleynewsnow.com. Okay, we'll slide on down to northwestern Yakima County for the Wildcat fire. This one is now it's been 15,000 acres for the past couple days at this point. Containment only at 5%. And it's that northeastern side of the fire where satellite continues to track the most active fire behavior. And because of that, level 2 BSET evacuations still in place for Goose Prairie and Bumping River Road. But like I said, the change in the weather pattern, I think, should change this situation overall. So we'll talk about that coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. Continuing our fire watch in Yakima County, where Fire District 5 says it's nearing the final stages of construction on its new administration building and dispatch center. This is a fresh look at the work. District leaders are thanking the community for their support as the project nears completion. The new Station 10 in Zillah is expected to follow soon after, and then next after that, renovations at Station 3 in Hera and Station 5 in Parker are scheduled to begin within the next 2 weeks.
And statewide, the Washington State Department of Natural Resources is rolling out a new way to keep you in the loop about prescribed burns that could be happening near your area. It's called the Prescribed Fire Notification Service. It's a free tool, and it sends texts or email message alerts when a planned burn is scheduled near locations that you choose to stay aware of. DNR says that the system helps people understand that when smoke is in the air from a controlled fire, that's what's happening. It's not a wildfire. Prescribed burns help reduce the risk of catastrophic wildfires, and they improve forest health. DNR says the service also promotes transparency about when and where those burns take place.
So anybody that wants to sign up, they go into our burn portal, create a quick account with just an email address or a phone number, and they basically just choose a location that they're interested in and how big of an area around them they want to be notified for burn activity.
Mr. Quirk says that users will be notified about these proposed burns 7 days in advance. You can monitor multiple locations, and the service includes burns from other agencies as well, not just DNR. And you can imagine by knowing the information, knowing where these prescribed burns are going to be, it also alleviates our 911 emergency system because people aren't calling in, reporting a fire that is actually a prescribed burn.
Great service. Now making a difference this morning, we know that human and sex trafficking have been very real problems in the Tri-Cities, but advocates say it's only getting worse.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with officials at Mirror Ministries to learn how the organization is helping survivors and raising awareness.
Mirror Ministries has been serving the Tri-Cities for nearly 11 years, providing education, prevention, and restoration services to local victims of sex trafficking. The nonprofit has helped more than 700 people, but Executive Director Teresa McFarland says this year alone, they've seen a big increase in the number of new clients.
We did not foresee how big of an issue it is right here in our own community. This year we have seen, we're on target for over a 50% increase in the number of assessments, new people that we're seeing that we're being able to help step into freedom.
McFarland says the ministry offers therapeutic programs, art therapy, and counseling, but many people still don't fully understand what sex trafficking really is.
The use of force, fraud, or coercion to exploit a person for commercial sexual activity. So force, fraud, and coercion are the elements that need to be proven. Commercial sexual activity means something has been exchanged in value for that sexual activity.
According to officials, sex trafficking is a crime that can often go under the radar despite it being ever so present here in the Tri-Cities. Now, officials at Mirror Ministry tell me that victims of sex trafficking can often become victimized from familiar faces.
When people are being trafficked by a family member, it is not usually an economic reason. There are ways to get assistance for poverty and need for food or rent. Those things there are assistance for. How bad off would you have to be before you would sell your little girl or your little boy for sexual purposes in order to exchange that? There are other options for that.
Mirror Ministries is working hard to be more visible in the community, providing trainings and education for schools, businesses, and first responders.
We're out there more and more. We're giving trainings and education at schools. We're going to Rotary clubs and businesses, frontline first responders, so that more people know what to be looking for and more people know where the resources are to be able to get that help.
Mirror Ministries continues to help survivors heal and empower the community to recognize and prevent sex trafficking before it happens. In Kennewick, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, William. Now, if you or someone you know is a victim of sex trafficking, you can contact Mirror Ministries through their website or through their HOPE hotline.
You can find that phone number and more information on Mirror Ministries on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
And keep it here because coming up next, we've got Operation Best Friend, and this week's potential BFF is stealing hearts and snacks every chance he gets. He's looking for his forever home, and that could be with you, so stick around.
And giving you that live look outside this morning from our Dust Devil Sky Cam in Pasco. 6:10 on this Wednesday. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your first alert forecast.
What makes NUU unique? The amazing customer service that we offer to our patients. They know that they're heard, that they're listened to, and we genuinely care about their well-being.
From the second I walked in that office, I felt seen, I felt heard, I didn't feel judged. It just was like, we're a team and we're gonna figure this out.
I had a rare form of breast cancer. Dr. Fedino has just been fantastic. She was really just on my side and helping me, and I'm so relieved and blessed that I went there.
I'm nowhere near diabetic, and I feel amazing. And I lost 55 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off.
She had saved my life if she hadn't taken just that moment to ask me one extra question. I absolutely would have had an ugly cancer 6 months later.
Check out our new location in Kennewick or come see us in Yakima. Go to NUUWomen'sClinic.com to explore the countless ways that wellness meets beauty.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
Get ready for adventure with the fun and rugged 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks from Price Ford of Yakima Valley. Nob Hill Casino's biggest prize ever. Want to drive it home? Just enter daily at Nob Hill Casino now through Wednesday, October 8th for your chance to win. While you're here, enjoy our 16-lane bowling center, mouth-watering cheeseburgers at the Last Frontier restaurant, cold drinks at the bar, and try your luck with pull tabs and table game action.
We invite you to come visit us at Price Ford of Yakima Valley and Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Right now at McCurley Subaru, get 0.9% financing during our Hometown Food Drive sales event. It's our biggest sale of the season and one of our community's biggest efforts to fight hunger. You deserve true hometown service, trusted care, fair pricing, and a team always here for you. Save big on your new or pre-owned vehicle or join us by dropping off non-perishables at any McCurley dealership or purchasing a $10 donation bag at Yoke's Fresh Markets. Buy smart, give local. McCurley Subaru.
Kraken, Ducks. Coverage begins at 7 Thursday on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. And we start off in Kittitas County, where we're right around freezing for Cle Elum and Ellensburg, but we are warmer than that for Snoqualmie Pass, sitting right at 40, right at 45 in Vantage. Then in the Yakima Valley, mixture of 30s and 40s, 36 for Yakima, 46 for Sela, and 38 for Toppenish. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, also 30s and 40s, 38 for the Tri-Cities, but almost around 50 for Benton City and Prosser. And then for the Blue Foothills, all of us in the 50s and 40s and 50s for the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. So for today, a whole lot of sunshine out there, a few more clouds for the mountains, but today's high is going to feel superb. Will be in the low to mid 70s for the most part for lower elevations, pretty on par with what you would typically expect for this time of the year, maybe about 3 to 4 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Gusts will be doing their thing today around Blewett Pass, which means that it's not going to be the best news for containment efforts of the Labor Mountain fire. And then for tonight, this is great news for both the fires, all the fires burning up in the Cascades. We'll have shower chances in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, but they're especially going to pick up in the Cascades. And overnight low is going to be down into the 30s and 40s for the most part. See wind gusts calming down at this point, but rain chances going up into Thursday, but especially for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'll time all that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, well, if you've been thinking about adding a best friend, a furry one, to your family, and you love playful pups with big personalities, this week's Operation Best Friend is for you.
Our friends at the Benton Franklin Humane Society introduced us to Squirt, a 4-month-old Rottweiler who's ready to find his forever home.
He's so totally rock. I don't think I did that right. How do you?
You so totally rock, Squirt.
Yeah, it's been a while since I watched Finding Nemo, but to help us introduce this little guy, here's Hannah with more.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi, my name is Hannah and I'm from the Benton Franklin Humane Society, and today with me I have brought Squirt. Squirt is a 4-month-old Rottweiler puppy and he has been with us at the shelter for about 4 months. Squirt was originally surrendered to us because he was found as a stray with his brother Crush, and surprisingly they've been at the shelter for about 40 days. We're really surprised by that because they're puppies, they're very cute, they're both really well demeanored, they know how to sit, they've been taking on to their puppy manners really well. They can use some more continuous work on their socialization. Squirt loves to spend his time at the shelter with his brother Crush. They love to play in the puppy play yards, rough housing, running around with one another. They both enjoy learning how to sit, stay, wait, lay down. I think he would do great in a home with somebody who's willing to continue his puppy training and his socialization. He is really eager to please as long as you have the right treats with you. He's very food motivated, so I think he can do well in a home that wants to teach him all kinds of tricks. He would be a great dog to take with you on a hike, to go to a coffee shop, things like that. Squirt is up to date on his vaccines. He's microchipped and he's neutered, so he's ready to go home today. If you're interested in meeting Squirt, you can stop by the shelter. We are open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 through 4.
I can't look at him.
I know.
Because then I want him. I think we all.
He's so cute.
Oh, his face.
I know. Like I said, we showed how adorable Squirt was earlier, and I hope that the TVs in my home are broken this morning.
They'll be texting you right now. Like, we need to.
100. Like,
we're going today.
They'll be at the shelter before I even leave the station. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully Squirt finds.
I think he'll find a home.
I think so too. All right, 6:17 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. The guy to my right, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert, is going to have your first alert forecast on this Wednesday. Goodness gracious, 7:05 is when sunrise is this morning. It's like it's never going to be here.
It's just never going to come up this morning.
It's never going to be. Don't say that. Don't say that the sun will come up. We just have to continue to wait for it. 6:17 on this Wednesday. We're back after the break.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Injured in a car wreck or slip and fall? We're right here, your neighbors, your lawyers, fighting for you. Call the local experienced team who cares. Call the home team, where you meet your attorney in person. When you need help, hire the home team who fights for you. More cash for your crash. Capuzza Lighty, accident injury lawyers. Local, experienced, ready to fight for you.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
This week is the perfect week to invest in your rest and pay less at your local Walker's Furniture stores, where you can get a big sales tax discount or get 5 years no interest financing with no money down. This week at Walker's.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way, with specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment. We provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week, because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
A new season begins with new opportunities and new faces. The Kraken kick things off at home as they look to fly past Anaheim. Kraken Ducks. Coverage begins at 7 Thursday on MeTV.
Next live, Ryan Reynolds.
You and I have something in common. We do. Both own football clubs. And ulcers. We both have ulcers. You're from the football club.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee weather. Apple Valley News Now, on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. All right, today is going to be mostly dry and a lot of sunshine out there as well. But as we head into the evening, that's when it gets a little bit more interesting. So we put this into motion with Futurecast radar. You can see by the very late evening, like pretty close to midnight, that's when we can maybe see a few showers for the Kittitas or Yakima valleys. And then this band of rainfall mostly going to set up over the Cascades. So 8 in the morning still over the Cascades, but this is going to sort of saunter back over to the west side. So by lunchtime tomorrow, looking pretty dry. Then as we head into the wee hours of the morning on Friday, you can see another band of rainfall kind of looming for what's going to end up impacting us into the rest of the day on Friday, then into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. By the way, it would be an excellent time to download that Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. You can download it for free in the App Store or on Google Play, and you can see those hour by hour and day by day precip chances for your neck of the woods. Here are the rainfall totals we're expecting over the next couple days for that first low round. 0.1 to 0.3 inches for the Cascades. The rest of us likely aren't going to get that much at all. But then for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, much more abundant rain chances. So we'll put this into motion. This is going to be an atmospheric river. That's a fancy way of saying there's going to be a constant onslaught of moisture during that span of time. It's mostly going to set up over the Cascades. I think into Saturday and Sunday, a little bit more could set up over the Blues. And for lower elevations, at least for the valleys and basin, probably not going to get all that much, but we could get some much more tangible amounts for the foothills. So again, the weather app could show you that in much more of a slow motion view. But here's some of the rainfall totals for that set of time. Around 1 inch to 1.5 inches for the Cascades, around a half an inch for the Blue Mountains, 0.2 to 0.3 inches for the foothills. But again, the valleys, the basin, probably not getting that much. That takes us through Monday, Tuesday, trending drier, and the temperature trend going way down. You see about, like I said, 3 to 5 degrees warmer than normal for today, but then trending much cooler for Saturday and beyond. In fact, for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we'll have a hard time warming up to 60 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Warm, dry, and sunny today and tomorrow, cooler and wetter Friday through Tuesday. In Yakima, one last Friday today, then persistent rain chances after that, tracking lows near freezing for next week. And Ellensburg will also track lows near freezing for next week. So that is, of course, something we'll keep very close tabs on. Hermiston, almost sunny and 75 today, a bit cooler Thursday, then a total shift in the forecast into the weekend. And finally, for Walla Walla, sunshine and dry today and tomorrow, then cooler and wetter Friday and beyond.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Taylor Swift is shaking off the mixed reviews following her latest album. In your entertainment headlines, we're going to be talking about what the superstar is saying about the chaos around the life of a showgirl. It's all right after the break.
In our crazy, hurry-up world, we sometimes get into too big of a hurry and accidents happen. If you've been injured in an accident, find out what your rights are. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998. Open 7 days a week.
This is my perfect day in Walla Walla.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance to install your new Daikin heating and cooling system. Get our best deal of the season with low monthly payments and special financing. Call today to schedule your free consultation with a Vance system designer.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads.
Plus, the local expertise to connect you with new customers. Wherever your market is, we'll get results to build your business. Phase 3 Digital. Contact us today.
It is Operation Best Friend every Wednesday as we feature lovable pets from area shelters all looking for their forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Christine Connolly, As You Wish Real Estate Services, and the Manthai Group Cross Country Mortgage.
In our crazy hurry-up world, we sometimes get into too big of a hurry and accidents happen. If you've been injured in an accident, find out what your rights are. Call Alan Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Taking a look at your entertainment headlines, one of the founding members of Oasis says he'll need to miss a few of the band's reunion gigs to get cancer treatment.
Plus, Paul Bonehead saying Arthur's revealing on social media he was diagnosed with prostate cancer earlier this year. English guitarist said he's taking a planned break to tackle the next phase of his treatment, so he will miss concert dates in Seoul, Tokyo, Melbourne, and Sydney.
Arthur said his treatment is going really well and he plans to be back on stage with the band in South America in November. Arthur has battled tonsil cancer back in 2022 and later that year shared the cancer was gone.
And more from the music world, the life of a showgirl apparently includes handling criticism with grace. Taylor Swift seems to be unbothered by the mixed reaction of her new album.
You would have to be.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially when you're Taylor Swift, you're used to it.
Yeah, if you're going to put yourself out there, you have to be open. Yep, exactly. The singer-songwriter said she, quote, welcomes the chaos when it comes to how fans and listeners feel about her new music. She said that includes the good, the bad, and the ugly. She added that anyone saying her name or album title in the first week of an album release is helping her out.
The album, The Life of Showgirl,
you just helped her out.
I guess so. I actually haven't listened to it yet, to be fair. But it was released last week. It's a behind-the-curtain look at Swift's life on tour and her romance with her fiancé, Travis Kelce.
I thought you were going to binge listen to it on its release date.
Did I say that?
Yeah, I thought.
I'll listen to it at some point.
I still haven't either. There's a couple I do want to listen to, but I haven't gone to it.
When did it come out? Last Friday? Yeah, I thought you said you were just going to hole up in your apartment all weekend long and binge listen
Thursday
to it.
night.
I said the first part, but not the second part.
Oh, we're getting some mixed reviews in our ears this morning.
That wasn't very mixed. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, no, actually, that wasn't a mixed review. Not loving it in the booth.
Well,
hey, to each their own. I'm not a huge Swiftie.
Yeah,
I'm not a Swiftie.
I like a lot of her songs, but I don't keep up with her that much. But I do want to hear some of them, so we'll see.
Well, I'm sure
I'll come back with
if
reviews.
you put the radio on long enough.
True, yeah.
You'll hear some
I've already
of it.
heard some, just scrolling, doom scrolling.
Yeah, exactly. All right, 6:28 coming up. In our next half hour of Good Morning Northwest, dozens of parents packing into Kamiakin High to talk safety. We're going to let you know what changes they want to see after a recent threat to campus, what topics came up, and what the plans are to move forward.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys.
Because when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
This week is the perfect time to upgrade your home at Walker's Furniture.
We're doubling the savings on beautiful new sofa and love seat combinations, stylish new bedroom sets, and the best selection of top name brand mattress sets.
It's all on sale this week, and you can multiply your savings with a sales tax discount or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down and no minimum purchase required.
Get it today and pay over time.
This week at Walker's Furniture.
Dear First Place, experts agree Toyota value can't be beat. Drivers agree Toyota quality rides long and strong. Add hybrid choices like no other, and you'll win the long game by a country mile. Toyota.
Right now, you can lease a new adventure-ready 2025 RAV4 for just $299 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday starting at 4 p.m.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's recommended that women have a mammogram annually starting at age 40. Prosser Memorial Health's heightened detailed 3D mammography technology offers high-quality images, faster exam times, increased accuracy, and enhanced comfort. To schedule your mammogram at Prosser Memorial Health, call 509-786-5596. This is how we care.
Are my 5 morning alarms a metaphor for everything else I'm putting on, like my laundry or my 768 unread texts?
I'm just your dermatologist. You don't want all of this showing up on your face. Try Hydro Boost.
Neutrogena, weightless hydration that goes deep.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Hello there. Watch Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
What did you say my potato name was? You were just looking up potato names.
Yeah, your potato name? Hold, please.
It was like, yours was Fluffy Tater Tot.
Mine's Fluffy Tater Tot. Your potato name is Fluffy
Oh, you were just
Spud
looking
Muffin.
at me. Fluffy Spud Muffin. I love it.
Yeah.
And then Josh's?
Oh, Josh was...
I was zesty, loaded, something.
Oh, zesty gravy bomb.
She was just doing this during the break, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you do during the break, you know?
You know.
Is
We're
there
not going to
like
talk
a
shop, we're going to talk potatoes.
Is there like a potato holiday coming up? Or
Not that I know of. Every day should be a potato
Right?
holiday.
Yeah, it's like the best vegetable.
What's your favorite way to eat a potato?
French fries.
French fries?
Yep.
Mashed potatoes.
I knew you were a damn mashed potato guy.
Thank you. All right. Well, I hope y'all
Are we getting into mashed potato season?
We are, actually. Good segue. I was wondering how we were going to bring that back home. Yeah, mashed potato Thanksgiving kind of weather as we head into the weekend. But for right now and for tomorrow, a lot of sunshine, pretty seasonal stuff. But you see rain chances going up for Thursday and beyond. High temperatures slipping down into the 50s and 60s for Friday and beyond for lower elevations. So definitely with the highs, I'd say by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, highs around 60 with rain in the forecast. It will kind of feel like November out there a little bit. Air quality is going to be moderate, or it is moderate for this morning in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, but it is substantially worse up by Blewett Pass and around the Labor Mountain fire. We'll track what happens to the smoke plume throughout the course of the morning, but temperatures for this morning, most of us in the 30s and 40s, but we are seeing a run of 50s for the foothills and for the Blues. It's because winds there coming out of the south, that air sinking down the foothills, sinking down the side of the mountain. It's compressing and it's warming. So that's why the foothills are warmer in comparison to the rest of us. Your day planner forecast for this Wednesday, 50s and 60s around lunchtime, 60s and 70s for the warmest part of the day. We'll take you on that zone by zone tour of today's wonderful Wednesday forecast. It's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting off this half hour with education news close to home, the Kennewick School District hosted a school safety summit just yesterday.
So the summit came in response to the multiple online threats that had been made against Kamiakin High School just in this last month.
Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz has what questions community members asked and also what got answered during that forum.
More than 100 Kennewick School District staff, parents, and community members packed into the Kamiakin High School library Tuesday night in order to talk about school safety after a threat was made against Kamiakin in September. Participants wrote down questions for a panel of 3 local leaders, KSD Superintendent Lance Hansen, Kennewick Police Chief Chris Guerrero, and County Prosecutor Eric Eisinger. Superintendent Hansen says that hosting a community forum felt like a need.
So the goal was to be, again, to listen. I invited key members of our community to be a part of this because it is a community that creates safety, all of us.
Many attendees had questions about school safety procedures in the case of an emergency and whether or not the district and local law enforcement plans to add any safety measures. Some participants even floated ideas, like scanning into buildings or installing metal detectors and running a campaign for parents on how to safely lock up guns. Superintendent Hansen says the district has started to create a list of safety measures that could be added to schools, which he says could include clear backpacks, metal detectors, or key cards.
So for me, what we want to do is make sure that we're vetting those. Is it applicable? Is it part of our culture? And how does that apply? Because remember, we're looking at not just Kamiakin, but we're looking at all of our schools.
After the Q&A portion of the summit, attendees got a chance to directly speak with the three panelists. Looking back at the event, Chief Guerrero says he is happy with how the conversation went.
We heard some really good conversations about potential school safety things that could be spoken about in the future, things that we can improve on communication-wise. We're able to talk about our school resource officer program, the school safety officer program.
The summit lasted a little over an hour, wrapping up around 7 p.m. From Kennewick, Caleb Sipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, talking sports and a night of cheers, splashes, and a few tears as well as Kennewick seniors took to the pool one last time, and we have a special look at that event.
But first, Josh is back with your first alert weather forecast.
Finally.
That'll be in just a few minutes. Yeah, the sun is coming out and it looks pretty.
I thought it was just decided not to
Even
today.
though technically sunrise is at 7:05.
I know, but she's giving us just a little hope
Yeah,
today.
a little taste. 6:36. We'll be right back after the break.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
For over 4 decades, the art of fine catering has been perfected by CG Catering in Kennewick. Well known for their luxurious bites, lavish delights, and precision in every portion, CG Catering will grace any event from groups of 10 to 3,000. Meticulous menus with seamless service for all occasions is their tradition. From remote locations to their local event center, repeat clients provide ongoing rave reviews as a testament to the unforgettable memories they have inspired. Call CG Catering for your next celebration.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Join us for the biggest sale of the year this holiday weekend at More Furniture. You'll find all the newest styles, functions, and features when you shop our gorgeous fall arrivals. And best of all, it's in stock and on sale. Plus, for a limited time with your minimum purchase of $14.99, choose your bonus. Free white glove delivery of your purchase, or we'll pay your sales tax. Visit your local More Furniture today and save big. More Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
Wendy Redman is a leader in broadcast news. She breaks big stories, produces special reports that make a difference, and brings the news home each evening.
It's sometimes dramatic, but always informative.
Wendy Redman, Austin Reed, Stacey Lee, Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next live, Ryan Reynolds.
You and I have something in common. We do. Both own football clubs. And ulcers. We both have ulcers. You're from the football club.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live, beautiful look at the sun rising over Kamiakin High School. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. You can download it for free in the App Store or on Google Play. It's going to come in handy, especially with all the rain chances we have in the forecast. Now, for today, we'll keep it dry. It's your coat cast for today for the Tri-Cities. No raincoat necessary, but maybe a heavier jacket needed for this morning. Light jacket weather by the late morning, and then I think by lunchtime and after that should be t-shirt weather, especially for the warmest part of the day, in which will be around 75 degrees. So let's take you on that zone by zone tour. Today's forecast will be about 5 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Mid 50s up towards Snoqualmie Pass. Partly cloudy skies there, but around 70 degrees in the Kittitas Valley. A lot of sunshine and wind gusts out of the north and west between 15 to 20 miles per hour. So not the best news specifically for that US 97 corridor by Blewett Pass with the Labor Mountain fire. Then in the Yakima Valley, light winds here, low to mid 70s, a lot of sunshine. The same thing for the lower Columbia Basin. Will be around 75 for the Tri-Cities, but a little bit closer to 70 down towards Boardman. Then for the Blue Foothills, low 70s for the Morrow County foothills, but mid to upper 70s for the foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, and 60s and 70s for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. These gusts initially out of the south for today, eventually shifting out of the west, but anywhere between 15 to 25 miles per hour. Little rain chances tonight for the valleys, but those will pick up as we head into Thursday, but especially for Friday and beyond. I'll track all that with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 641 talking sports. It was senior night on Tuesday for the 3 Kennewick School District high school swim teams.
Seniors from Southridge, Kamiakin, and Kennewick were all honored during the meet, so the teams were introduced with speeches from their coaches and given a bouquet of flowers.
It was the last home meet of the season for all 3 teams.
I will miss getting to know a lot of different people, because swim really brings a lot of different people together, people that maybe in school you wouldn't entirely think to go up to, but because you all are sharing this experience, you just get to know so many different people.
The senior classes featured 2 seniors from Southridge being honored, along with 9 from Kamiakin and 6 from Kennewick High School. And keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's all right after the break.
For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
We're forging the future of the city of Pasco, and we need your voice. The city is updating our comprehensive plan, which covers everything from housing and transportation to utilities and parks. This document showcases the vision of what we want Pasco to be in 2046 and beyond. Tell us about the type of businesses you'd like to see, the types of parks you'd like to visit, and the type of neighborhood you want to live in. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit pasco-wa.gov/comp plan and become part of the future.
Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make a little one feel like a giant, can bring sparkle to a teenager, or be the unspoken language between best buddies. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch as they welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Help your child feel the heal and see the difference. Reach out to your child's eczema specialist today.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Kraken Ducks. Coverage begins at 7 Thursday on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and time out the rest of today and tomorrow with Futurecast radar. It's going to be mostly dry for today, but as we head into this evening, could see some showers, especially into the late evening around midnight for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. And then you see after that, this band of rainfall setting up over the Cascades. So 8 in the morning, that's going to be over the Cascades. The rest of us looking dry. Lunchtime, all of us dry, but then that next band of rainfall you see by 5 in the morning for Friday looming off the page, and that will end up impacting us in a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as well. So for that first round for today and tomorrow, here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting: 0.1 to 0.3 inches for the Cascades. The rest of us really going to struggle to pick up anything from this round. But then the next round is looking much more interesting. We're going to have an atmospheric river, which is a fancy way of saying we're just going to have this constant onslaught of moisture, of rain chances, snow chances for the highest elevations of the mountains. But we put this in motion. I'll just step off the screen here, and you'll see that, yeah, we'll just kind of continue to have this constant onslaught of all that during that time frame. Looks like most of this is going to set up over the Cascades, but into Saturday and Sunday, perhaps some of that pivots over to the Blues. And in terms of tangible rainfall amounts for lower elevations, that's probably going to be reserved for the foothills. We're thinking anywhere between 0.2 to 0.3 inches for the foothills from Friday through Monday. But the much more tangible stuff is obviously going to be up in the mountains. Around a ½ inch of rainfall for the Blues, around 1 inch to 1.5 inches for the Cascades. Very beneficial stuff for both of those fire perimeters, but especially for the wildcat fires, probably going to get more rainfall as opposed to the Labor Mountain fire. That takes us through Monday, looking much drier by Tuesday. Look at what happens to our high temperatures, right? Okay, still in the 70s, hanging on to the 70s in the Tri-Cities through Friday, and then dropping down into the 60s for Saturday and beyond. Who knows? This might be the last time we see 70s for a while, so enjoy it while you still can. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Warm, dry, and sunny today and tomorrow. Cooler and wetter Friday through Tuesday. In Yakima, one last dry day today, then persistent rain chances after that, tracking lows near freezing for next week. In Ellensburg, also tracking lows near freezing for next week, so that is something we're going to watch very closely. It's very important around this time of the year. Then for Hermiston, almost sunny and 75 today, a bit cooler Thursday, then a total shift in the forecast into the weekend. And finally for Walla Walla, sunshine and dry today and tomorrow, then cooler and wetter Friday and beyond. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the prosecutor in the case against former NFL star Mark Sanchez speaking out.
The allegations became pretty clear that Mr. Sanchez was the aggressor.
Police say Sanchez attacked a delivery driver before being stabbed multiple times. Investigators tell ABC News upgraded charges are still a possibility.
Nothing that you've seen so far would merit or even begin to explain the level of violence that took place?
No. I mean, these are simple interactions and at most a simple disagreement over whether someone was permitted to park in a specific location.
Sanchez already facing a felony battery charge among additional misdemeanors. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on the case against Mark Sanchez. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Rivers, ABC News, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Even on an antidepressant, there are days I feel stuck in my head. Depression symptoms like lack of interest and negative thoughts can hold me back. I wanted to break through. I asked about Vraylar. Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant significantly reduces overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, nausea, constipation, insomnia, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:50. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. We're learning that the effects of the government shutdown are being felt by many air travelers. Air traffic controllers are considered essential workers, which means they must work. However, with the shutdown, they're not being paid. This has led to large numbers of many calling out sick, along with staff shortages. 12 FAA facilities saw such shortages Monday night. In Burbank, California, it got so bad that the control tower had to shut down. Flights had to follow procedures usually only used at airports without towers, which led to delays of more than 2.5 hours.
In your business headlines at 6:51, the price of gold is setting a new record. It's risen to more than $4,000 an ounce for the first time. Gold is on course for its best year since 1979. It's gained more than 50% this year. Gold is often seen as a safe haven for anxious investors during periods of financial uncertainty, currently highlighted by the government shutdown.
And Costco can now help customers drop some pounds even if they try food samples as they shop. The store is now selling weight loss drugs Ozempic and Wegovy at lower prices. Novo Nordisk says its medications can be purchased at Costco pharmacies for $499. That's less than half the total price when the products are bought elsewhere. Also, some Costco members can get additional discounts.
6:52 now to the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. First up, Highway 97 through Blewett Pass is back open this morning after being closed for more than 2 weeks because of the Labor Mountain fire that's burning. Drivers can now travel between milepost 165 and 178, but they will be escorted by a pilot car, and there will be reduced speed zones because fire crews are still working in that area. Officials do warn not to pass that pilot car or pull over along the route because equipment and personnel are all staged nearby. Now, even though the pass is open this morning, travel conditions, of course, can change very quickly. Closures could return if fire activity increases. Right now, the Labor Mountain fire, which has been burning for over a month now, has scorched nearly 40,000 acres and standing at just 10% containment.
And the Washington State DNR has launched a new prescribed burn notification service. This new system will send you text or email alerts whenever a prescribed burn is planned in areas that you choose. And that's choose to be notified about. And the goal is to help communities understand when smoke is in the air, it's not an emergency, not all the time. The service includes burns managed by multiple agencies, and it's meant to improve transparency and communication.
More than 100 parents, staff, and community members met up at Kamiakin High School for a public forum focused on school safety. Superintendent Lance Hansen hosting the event alongside the Kennewick Police Chief and County Prosecutor, saying safety is a community effort. Now, attendees raised ideas like possibly utilizing clear backpacks on campus, having metal detectors, and talking about better gun safety education. District leaders say that they're reviewing potential measures across all schools. Police Chief Chris Guerrero saying he was encouraged by the open discussion and hopes to continue improving communication and safety programs.
And students at the Community-Based Transition Center in Richland are taking part in Food for Thought. It's a program that provides home-cooked meals to local families in need. It's led by teacher Scott Pippo. Students get to plan, prepare, and deliver 10 meals each week. They partner with Grocery Outlet on Queensgate for the supplies, and the project helps students build independence and gain job skills. Organizers say they hope to grow the program to reach even more people across the area.
And hello,
So
little buddy.
cute.
Meet Squirt, a 4-month-old Rottweiler puppy at the Benton Franklin Humane Society who's been waiting far too long for his forever home. He and his brother Crush were found as strays, and they spent about 40 days at the shelter. Staff say Squirt is smart, playful, and eager to please, especially when treats are involved. He already knows basic commands like sit and stay and would thrive with continued training and socialization. Squirt is neutered, microchipped, up to date on vaccines, and ready to go home. Hi,
I can't look at his face because then I want him. So cute. All right, trending this morning, not all heroes wear capes. Some have collars and wagging tails.
That's right. A hero dog is to thank for saving an elderly woman in Florida. The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office releasing this video of the incident last month. Take a look.
Hi! Hi, where's your mama? Where's your mommy? Hold on, where's your mama?
Oh, this is around Pensacola, Florida, so these are my old stomping grounds. But it all began after the woman's husband called police after she didn't return from her typical 10 to 15-minute walk. The deputy then began driving down the road and found the family's wandering pup named Eeyore.
That's when Eeyore promptly led the deputy to the injured 86-year-old. The woman had fallen while walking Eeyore, and the dog belongs to her son.
She says the dog kept returning to her, and she was very proud to hear of the dog's hero instincts. Of course, Eeyore got a lot of praise for his rescue efforts.
Aww.
A lot of snuggles.
So many cute doggies today.
It's like a full-on Lassie
Design.
moment.
Yeah, and just the emotional intelligence of some dogs is, I'm like, sort of baffled by.
Love that. All right, get us out the door this morning because it's going to be a layering type of day probably.
Yeah, I'd say so. Need more of the layers for the morning. You'll be able to shed as the day goes on. We will talk about temperatures in just a second. First, did want to touch on air quality. It is a little bit hazy this morning in the valley. Some of that smoke plume trying to get into the lower Columbia Basin, but just moderate reductions to air quality, except for in the immediate vicinity of the Labor Mountain fire by Blewett Pass up into Chelan County, Leavenworth, places like that. That is where the air quality not looking as friendly. Temperatures this morning mostly in the 30s and 40s, but we are seeing the warmer air for the Blue Foothills thanks to those winds sliding down the face of the mountain. So the air compresses, it warms, and so that's why we're in the 50s there as opposed to the 30s and 40s for the rest of us. Later today, most lower elevation spots going to end up in the 70s, even in the Kittitas Valley where we have 60s, it's 69 degrees. So a lot of sunshine out there, just another beautiful day. About 5 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year, but our dry weather is likely going to wrap up throughout the course of tonight into tomorrow. Much wetter for Friday and beyond, and high temperatures staying in the 60s and 70s for lower elevations through tomorrow, the 50s and 60s after that.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalley.newsnow.com.
Good Morning America is up next. We'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5.
Have a great day.